Hey, how's it going, guys? It's Door or Door Shutter coming back to you with episode 36 of Direwolf20's 1.18 mod pack. And today we are going to be getting into a little bit more create stuff. Um, Not 100% sure really how we're going to do this. Oh, goodness. But we are going to actually go out to the village today. Let's see here. Where is my grid? Right here? May or may not be a bit blind today, but it's okay. And then let's go for our backpack. How much food do we have? Still a pretty decent chunk. We're gonna grab our advanced charge porter. Going to go to the village top. There we go. Should be able to load in here in a second. And we are going to quickly take a little nap. Alrighty. We're actually going to automate the sugarcane farm today. One of the many things we're going to do, hopefully. But we're going to automate this. And this is going to take a little bit. So I think the first thing we really want to do is clear out this section. Okay? So let's just go now straight into this. Oop, we got granite. I do need to automate granite, diorite, and andesite, especially because create uses andesite so much. So that's a future project. I don't think we really need to clear that much. Let's just go like right here. All right, let's just clear out this section. Let me get this cleared. Let me get the area looking a little bit better, and I'll be right back. All right, so after clearing that out, let's look at the mechanical harvester, I believe. This thing, yes. So this isn't that expensive, but how many do we need? So we'll need one for every row of sugarcane. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We'll need 15 harvesters. All right, that doesn't sound too terrible. Let's get some iron plates. We'll go 192. That sounds good. And we'll go harvester because I did not mark them. Let's actually just mark this here. And 15. That is how many we need. And this is going to take a second, so I'll be right back. All right, so another thing we have to figure out, and I kind of forgot about this, is where we're going to place this. Because this is going to be a rail system. We're going to basically put a machine onto a cart. The cart is then going to be sent back and forth, allowing for this to be harvested. So what I'm thinking is we can just do this flat line here. I don't really mind if it's stretching a little bit further than it should. I don't really feel like clearing this out, but then we do run into that problem, so I might as well just clear this whole thing out. So let's go shovel. Just run this along here. I do want to make this longer, but I don't really think there's a need for that really, so I think we're fine. All right, so there's that. Let's go down one. And try not to go down any further than that. We may not need to go down one. I just think it might be a good option. Dirt. All right, they'll knock those out. We can put 2 pieces there. So, what do we need? Well, I can't really remember the names because it's been a minute. At create, we get to look at rails. So we will need a controller rail. That is something we will need. We will need a, I believe, deployer. No, not a deployer. Let's see here. So there is. I believe we'll need this thing here, cart assembler. We can grab a linear chassis. We'll also need super glue. as well. I guess I could have just kept create. But super glue, we'll need a couple of those. So let's see. So let's grab this. Let's grab a couple of these. So we'll want andesite alloy. We'll make a stack or two of this. Yeah, we do really need to get some andesite production going, but I have some in here. Let's keep the 14 on me. Okay. And then we've got the card assembler. We need some linear chassis, which I believe these are the right things. Should be fine. And then we'll need super glue. We'll grab a couple of those. All right, and then let's grab some like oak planks. Yeah, recipe. Okay. So what we'll do here is actually also need a minecart. And we'll need some rails as well, I guess. There's a few things that I'm, kind of thinking immediately after. I'm like, oh, that's about it. And then I'm like, oh, wait, there's a ton more. So let's grab some powered rails. Let's grab some redstone torches. All right. So what we'll do, we'll actually also need 2 controller rails. Let's grab a set of these. All right. Okay, so controller rail, we'll put one here, and then we'll put one at the very end. There's also one more thing we'll need, but we'll get to that in a little bit here, and then we'll put it here. Okay, so the card assembler we'll put on this end, and you'll just put that right on top of here, and you will then start it off with an oak plank, super glue, oak plank, super glue, oak plank, super glue, oak plank. I'm hoping this is working. That's just not how it's supposed to work. Hold on. Let me grab an axe here, because I might have been doing this wrong. Things have changed in Create. Where is my axe? There it is. Okay, so we do need a linear chassis frame apparently now. So what happens if I do... Okay, so that's how you do it now. So if I did this, right? Just do this and this. And then get rid of... Nope. Okay. So I don't really need this. Alright. And you can actually see we're too far up. Because we need to also place the mechanical harvesters. So let's actually push this back one. Alright. So again, controller rail, card assembler, plank, 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 and then all out here. Alright. And then we'll, of course, super glue all of those. Definitely didn't mean to super glue all that. That's fine. Alright, let's see. So minecart. And then we'll need our mechanical harvesters. And then, of course, we'll also need some sort of chest on this as well. And, of course, we'll need rails. Rails are definitely not secondary to this. So I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we'll do powered 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, you guys ready for some chaos to ensue? Because I'm not sure if a diamond or an iron chest actually works on these. So let's grab a lever. Alright. Okay. It did not function. So I need to super glue this together. So I think what I could actually do is use these linear chassis. Would probably be a little bit easier. So let's do that real quick. Alright, so let's go here, here. Linear chassis. Nope. Super glue. Linear chassis. Right? And then try now. Nope. I need to go on that top piece. Okay. Let's wait for it to come back. Let's figure it out here. Alright, so here, 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 all the way down here. And then here to here. And that chest is not functioning. Okay. Alrighty, so there was also a secondary issue that I didn't record. But basically, whenever it gets done with this first row, it'll start to rotate. And all you need to do to solve that is actually take a create wrench. And let's see if I can do this. I think it's on the side of this. So let me take out this lever. Yeah, see here, right here. Cart moves. Let's get rid of these blocks. Cart movement mode. Always face towards motion. Pause actors while rotating. Lock rotation. This is what we want. We want this to be locked into place. So we also need to figure out this whole chest thing, which I think if we just grab a normal chest. Not quark. An actual normal chest. And we grab 2 of them. Right? And we'll say this. Okay? We send this. See how it's not dropping anything anymore? I mean, it will be, of course, sooner or later because this chest is going to fill up if there's 3. Alright? So it'll send it back. And of course, this isn't going to harvest. We could add 15 more harvesters on the opposite side to actually make this harvest back and forth. But we're going to actually turn this off so it stops here. Right? Especially because it does grow, pretty quickly with the snad that's on it. Okay. Lock it into place. You can see we have a whole bunch of sugarcane. How do we get this sugarcane out? Well, the easiest option is, of course, using create. So there is a item that I have to find. This thing. Portable storage interface. Not 100% sure how these function any longer, but we can see about making a couple of them. Alright, so I was thinking, let's put this at the end, actually. So we'll put this at the end here, and I believe if we hold W on this, so you can see inventories cannot be accessed by players, but this can be used 1 or 2 blocks. Right? Alrighty. So we'll put that here. And we do need some sort of way to extract items. I need to get a mega torch over here real quick. Well, let's just place it in this tree for now. This area is not in range of that mega torch. Anyway, so I think what we're going to do is just go old school. Actually, we have shoots. Shoots might work. Not shoots. These things might work. Alright, so if I am to put a chute here. Where's my actual shovel? All right, pickaxe. Put this here, take the create wrench, wherever it may be. Right click so you can have a window here, and that should work. Let's turn this thing on. All right. Oh, I didn't super glue it. Fail. Hold on. I'm gonna get used to this super glue stuff in a little while, I think, but all right, should set back here in a second. So we'll just do, all right, go for it. It just got stopped, and it is dropping. So this definitely is not going to be the fastest method of doing this. We could try something better. I kind of am curious if we look at the rapid hopper, maybe this thing, right? So let's take this machine back offline. And it's not going to stop until it's done, by the way. So let's actually pop this off. Just do it this way. And I probably will put the 15 harvesters after this, because we can put a lot more double chests. I'm not afraid of that. Alrighty. So let's see here. Will this rapid hopper improve things? Alright. Okay, that definitely is going faster. We could definitely get a different method of dropping items out of here, but I think for now this will work. So let's go for mechanical harvesters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And let's turn this bad boy off. Right? So that locked that back in place. Let's grab a couple more chests. Nope, I don't want to do that. I'd prefer having them in whole. There we go. And of course, there we go. All right. And then the harvesters. So we can actually see from this side, of course, which is good. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Even though I can see, I still messed up. All right. And then, so if we turn this bad boy on, of course, we're still going to be emptying that chest. Which I'm going to funnel this into an ender chest, by the way. This was just kind of a test. And it succeeded. Because we'll be sending this into our actual system. But I think for now, I'm going to leave it here. It definitely is going to take a while. So let's do this. Because basically, whenever this starts, it's going to be empty, right? It should be empty. Because we're actually going to have one at the other end as well, which I'll set up off camera. But this way, we'll have paper, sugar, everything we need in that regard. Especially with trading, right? Trading is going to be important sooner or later for emeralds. Actually, I have a plan for emeralds, but I just haven't done it yet. I don't really use emeralds that much. And then you see it's coming back. We're harvesting, we're going, we're cruising. If we turn this off, how are we doing in the chest? Pretty decent. All right, let's get that emptied. Which is what it's doing here. Looks like we lose a little bit of sugarcane every once in a while. I'm not too worried about that. So let me get the other end set up here. Let me get this finalized, get the ender chest. Yeah, we are losing some here and there. I don't really mind. A couple, that's not too much of a problem. We're going to have infinite, right? So I think we want to, I would say probably right about here for the controlling one. I think probably here is a good idea. Because this is where the other one is. So let's grab another one of these bad boys. We'll grab a rapid hopper. And I'll see you guys in a second. Alrighty, so real quick, I just logged back into the game here, because I was actually looking at chunk loaders, because there's not a chunk loader that can be put on top of the um one things. What do you call this? Train contraption. And so I was looking at it. Open it's starting to run again here. And basically, we've got nothing. There's no chunks, no go bye-bye, there's nothing. So I've installed this mod to see if this would work. Yes, there is like the ultimate that you can load a 7x7, but I was kind of trying to see if we could get a few of these, right? I'm not 100% sure how these really work. It looks like, yeah, this wouldn't work at all. I mean, it's still a nifty mod. We might just keep it just because why not? But we will then kind of go roundabout solution. I definitely could add more acclaimed chunks. I know there was a guy that told me how to do that. I don't remember how to do that. But this is honestly also just a lot of chunks. If you guys don't know, um, so I mean, I could claim this chunk, this chunk, this chunk. This is kind of a waste of time claiming these chunks, but that's all right. You know what? Let's go for one of the bigger chunk loaders real quick. So how do we do this? So if I do this, this will make a basic chunk loader. We can then make an advanced chunk loader. And we can make an ultimate chunk loader. All right. This will load 7x7. What it says, I think. All right. So if we go here, we put this down here, and we are currently. That's kind of a weird angle. Okay, so we'd want this more centered. But I think this would be a good idea. I honestly don't really like the FTB chunks. Chunk loading, because it's a bit overpowered. Just a bit. But that should load those chunks. And we should be good. Right? Alright. And hopefully, this doesn't, like, overflow. Yeah, because look at that. That's almost full. We need to go back to the base and actually do a little bit more. We need to get a drawer set up for everything. So let me do that and I'll be right back. Alrighty, so I believe this is completed here. There's some issues where there's a lot of sugarcane dropping on the ground. I'm not too worried about that. But I have connected a pipe with an ultimate upgrade just because it makes it so much quicker. You can see that there, and it's gone. You can see it come back. Just watch this. And it's already done. It's gone. This will mean that stuff won't grow as much, but I'm not really too concerned about that. I've also set up the redstone receiver and everything to turn this on and off whenever it's, a decent amount. And we're good. So let's hop, skip, and jump back home here. We do still need to work on this. This is, of course, our wool farm to then have this be our dye farm type of situation. Of course, the white wool is going to be kind of useless. We do need to figure out some sort of white dye, which I'm not too afraid just using necrotic bones. Convert them to bones, convert them to bone meal, convert that to white dye. So how many deployers do we really need? 1, 2, 16, right? I will do all 16. We'll keep that as a sheep that we will actually harvest. I gotta make sure I didn't actually make 16 of these before, because I'm pretty sure I have some stuff in this chest. No, don't have 16 of these. So let's go for 16 of these. Do I have them auto-craftable? I do. Perfect. 16 start. This will take a second. Let me be back. Actually, in the meantime, let's grab some other stuff. So, shears. Can these be enchanted? They can be. Kind of thinking about throwing unbreaking on them, but I don't know how many books of unbreaking I have, and if I have a villager. with unbreaking. Because if I have one with unbreaking, we can make these shears last a lot longer. Unbreaking 3. Okay. We need 16 enchanted books, though. That'd be a problem, right? Well, actually, I guess not really. Sugarcane, right? We are getting a lot of sugarcane. And I'm pretty sure there's a way to, like, make more paper per sugarcane. Yeah, there's 3 and 5. Um, separator, centrifuge, 1 and 2. A crushing macerator. You just use the crushing wheels from create, milling, pressing. So I think the best way to do that would be the compressor. Okay. I mean, I don't really have access to that, I don't think. I don't think I've made that, is what I mean. So I think for now, just doing this recipe wouldn't be too bad. Let me get some emeralds. Let me get some unbreaking books. And then I'll get the shears, enchant them all. And, I mean, this shears have like a million, I think, right? I have a pair of them in here. They have 3, yeah, a million durability. And putting unbreaking on them would increase that by quite a bit. So, let me get that. Let me be back. Alrighty, so real quick, I'm currently working on getting the Unbreaking book still, because it's going to take a while. I don't have a lot of emeralds. I could set up the mob farm that I still haven't, but I actually wanted to look at getting our villager trades a little bit better. And one of the reasons that I'm not doing that off camera is because I want to show you this right here, this photogenic insulator. And I think it might be interesting because I haven't really ever looked at the kind of thermal cultivation, I believe is what it's called, side. Thermal expansion. Pretty sure there's like a whole expansion side thing to this. So if we look at this, basically you put mushroom in here, you feed it with water, it presents 2 mushrooms, which you can of course boost with different types of things, which we're not really too worried about that. But this would allow for us to get, uh, smaller crops that we don't 100% need a lot of to be, auto craftable. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to set this along this back wall here, I think. That seems like a good spot. And I think we'll run power a bit differently. I'm actually going to run it along here. Or actually, I don't know. And we could do it here. We're also going to have to figure out water, because I plan on putting a few of these down in the future, of course, because I want to be able to get, just several different types of mushrooms and things like that, rather than, um, you know, just this mushroom. Because we also need red mushrooms sooner or later. Might as well get them now. Maybe some Botania flowers. I don't know if they can be put in there. They may be able to. I'm not 100% sure. So, we'll just gotta see, See what we can do with this mod. Because honestly, I don't ever mess with the photogenic insulator that much. So, alright, so let's get a flux point. I still need to really get that automated. I will do that one of these days. Just not right now, I also need to go check on the power system. I haven't done that in a little while. I need to go look and make sure everything's still stable. Alright, then we'll put the sink back here. We'll say in the back is water. There we go. It's starting to fill up. We could actually... That's our zombie that we need for the villager transformation to get cheaper trades. Didn't mean to let him out of the bag. Mushroom. Right? Mushroom. Oh man, this is gonna be slow. Yeah, we need augments. So component. Let's grab one of these bad boys. Let's grab some. There's actually a thermal augment that I think I want to look into. Let's see. What is it called? Um, this. Man, that looks like it's gonna take some stuff. Let's start. Let's grab my hammer. So this basically, if I'm thinking what this is, it'll basically allow for me to continuously go. It'll basically take one out of here, put it in here, or it might take both. I'm not sure. And then whenever it's full, it should output it. So we'll see. Uh, Thermal augment, which was this one here. We will bookmark this real quick. We also need silver. Let's grab some silver plates. We'll grab 4 of those. I think how many I needed. Signal on gears. Redstone servo. Alright, and then let's grab a flux linkage amplifier. Flux linkage, and then we'll need our component. There we go. Component. Alright, so we'll install this. We will then do this, and then this. Alright, let's let this run. Yeah, see how it just filled itself? So if I take this out, it'll always keep one in here. That is awesome. Okay, so basically we have infinite mushrooms. Basically. Not 100% sure why the water isn't filling all the way, but that's okay as long as it stays. And we can do this, of course, for several different types of crops, right? And I'm not too worried about these being in the system. So let's just grab a drawer for now. Put this down. Say, hey, yo, I want you to go up. There we go. And now we got mushrooms. Perfect. And this will just keep running. I like it. I kind of need to link that or lock that drawer. Just so I don't do what I just did. Alrighty. So, now we should be able to get a potion stand. A brewing stand, not a potion stand. Brewing stand. And we'll throw this bad boy right here for right now. I'm not too worried about where it is because it will be moved. Alright, let's grab a stack of blaze powder. We need some water bottles. Let's grab 3 for right now. And we need some nether wart, which is something else that I don't have automated, but I have plenty of. Alright, so we'll throw the potions in here, throw the nether wart. This should make awkward potions if I do remember correctly, which, 9 times out of 10 I don't, so we'll see. Also, I haven't had my time on the bottle on me in forever. I just now realized that. We put it in there with 20 hours on it. That's not too bad, I guess. Alright, and then we will throw a fermented spider eye. Which is why we needed the brown mushrooms in the first place. I'll just grab 1. We also need gunpowder. Not gun powder. Alright, there we go. We'll throw this here. Did I do it wrong? I did it wrong. Hold on. What did I do wrong? Oh, I just directly used the water bottles. Okay. We'll just clear out the bottles real quick then. And I believe I can go to the sink over here and actually just... Alright. One more try here. We might be able to get this right. Throw that in there. And then we take our time in a bottle. And we'll throw the gunpowder on here. And there we go. So now we just need golden apples, which I actually have 2 in my backpack. We should be fine with this. So let's go test this, because I haven't actually ever done this on camera or off. So this is going to be a kind of a new thing. We're going to mess with some villagers. Even though we're playing modded Minecraft, we're messing with some vanilla mechanics here that I'm not too sure about. So let's actually trap this guy real quick here. We're going to set him in this here. We're going to quickly name him Dave. All right, here you go, Dave. You have a job to do, Dave, and it is to infect this specific villager. Right? Is he going to get him? I'm hoping. Dave, you're failing at your job. Would it be funny if I just put like a carpet down and this worked? Hey, Dave, you're not supposed to go after me. You know what we can do? Is instead just... Okay. And then let's grab another mob imprisonment tool just in case. We'll put Dave back in here. We will take the villager, put him in here. We will then throw weakness potion, golden apple, and I'll be back when he changes. Well, I now have it for 1 emerald. I probably won't be able to get too many of these. But that's fine. He'll probably max out sooner or later. That was 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay. That's all the books we need from him. You know what? Let's grab just a few more so we can get him leveled up. He is an expert now, which he doesn't really have anything too decent. Okay. So we've got all the unbreaking books we can need now. But yeah, that was a really good method. Just getting him zombified, healing him, and then going from there. I probably should do that for a few of these guys in the future. You know, just in case. Because there's some, of course, that I still haven't really maxed out. And that's one of the ones with like bookshelves and stuff as the trades. Just, it's so much more difficult. It's so much more expensive. So, and of course, this guy, I haven't really done anything with him. But if we really wanted to get some emeralds, I mean, we could just get some rotten flesh since I can access the system from here. And just start, you know, giving it to this guy. But zombifying him would probably be a really good idea, too. Because, I mean, this is not terrible trades, right? Like, if we zombified him, he would definitely be a lot better. So, with that, I am going to grab a little bit more stuff, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, so I've quickly just set up, like, a temporary chest type crafter thing, hoping that this will all throw it in the chest when it's ready. I can just then throw it in here. I'm not going to really bother automating this too much, but I think we have everything we need here. So rod, capacitor, brass sheets on the edge, and let's see, copper spool. And we'll just turn this on. Of course, we need the andesite alloy up top. And we'll grab all the rest of the items. Andesite alloy, rod, put that in the wrong spot. Spools. Brass sheets here. And capacitor. And that'll give us 2 electric motors. Which means now we have 3. So that is awesome. I'm just going to toggle this. Also, I forgot to mention, these things are redstone active. So if you don't want them on all the time, you can just put a switch and flip them off. Of course, don't forget to turn them back on, especially if you're trying to use them for auto crafting, because I've already done that. All right, so now what we need to do is figure out how to do this whole section. I think what we could do is dedicate one electric motor to basically one side and one to the other, and if that doesn't work, if that's too much, we can change it around here. So let's grab some stone or something here. Some cobblestone, maybe. All right, let's go for... How are we going to place these deployers exactly? I think just like that. The deployers. And then we'd hand them some shears. I don't actually have the shears ready. I kind of forgot to get those ready, but that's fine. So obsidian. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There we go. 16 of those. I'm just curious. Is this how it holds it? Not that. Okay, so yeah, it would just be like that. All right. Let me get these enchanted. Alrighty, so we have the first electric motor placed down here, and I'm actually going to look at the back of this and increase the speed a little bit. I don't really think we need too much speed. I think like to like 80, okay? And of course I'm using an entangle block here because that'll work. And we'll grab an entangle, or not an entangle block, gear shafts, gearboxes, these things. Because we'll need a little bit of them. Because my first option was to do something like this, which I think would work. Grab quite a bit of these. Like 32 maybe. There we go. We'll grab 3 of those. And then we're going to place... There we go. Not all of these have the shears on them, by the way. I'm kind of trying to figure out how I want to do this. And I think the... Let's see here. So we've placed this one center. We'll place this one center as well. And we will then set up an entangled block to power this. I guess really we don't need more than one flux point. Right, we can just do that. And we'll come around here. I'll change this to 80. All right. And we can then put a gearbox at the end of this if I had another one. Of course I don't. All right, so there. And I don't think we'd even need one there, really. But I think if we want to invert the input, that'll be fine. And then we do shaft. All right, so we need more shafts here. And I don't doubt that one, because there is going to be a lot used here. All right. Now we're going to have to figure out where we actually want to put the items as well. But I'm hoping that this electric motor is able to hold all of these. It is. Awesome. Okay. So it looks like everything is working. And yes, the deployers don't have an output, which is fine for now. Alright, so if we actually look at this, this is definitely what we want. Okay, so we're going to copy that over here once I get all the shears. This left side has all the shears. That's why I messed with that one first. But it looks like this will work. Everything looks like it's running smoothly. It doesn't really matter which way these rotate, I believe, for deployers, so it's not like it really matters. If I have another gearbox here, I could honestly just do that. Alright, let me get the shears for the second set, get that going, and then I'll figure out items. I think what we could do is just some simple conveyors of some sort, maybe. Kind of like funnel it a little bit. So like up and over, down the middle to an ender chest or something. Alrighty, so I'm working on the transfer system for this, and I think I've got a general idea for next episode because we are way past time. Um, Basically, the sheep is going to eat, they're going to grow wool. The wool is then going to be harvested. The deployer is then going to have the funnel pull the items out, throw it onto an ejector. That ejector is then going to take a um, second, throw it onto the ground exactly right in front of it. Same thing with this one. And it's going to funnel it all the way down here to a chest that's going to probably be located either in the ground at the very end or something of that manner. I'm not 100% sure on that, but getting the wool out in this kind of confined space, I probably should have spaced this out a little bit more, and it would have been 10 times better, but I did not. Also, I'm going to have to do something with another electric motor just because this one was overworked, adding this block. So that's a thing. But yeah, with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Stay awesome, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye!